So I am a residential division leader for an electrical contractor in Houston, Texas. And our revenue is about $1.6 million, and we have 8 employees for my division. I'm unsure of the total numbers for the whole company. There's also a commercial service and a commercial new construction and a medical arm of the electrical contracting company. And I also own a residential and commercial electrical contracting business in Tennessee that is about $700,000 in revenue and we have 5 employees, including myself.
That's that's a separate company. You work for one company, you own the other one?
Yes, sir.
Sounds like you moved to Houston to take a job and had a business and left it behind.
That's what it sounds like. Yep. I met my wife online, and she's has a great job as a petroleum engineer in Houston for a big oil company, and she had no interest in moving to Tennessee. And so I moved to Texas and thought I could run my business in Tennessee. Well, I plan on running my business in Tennessee and getting it to the point where it doesn't need me as much, but that is proving a lot harder than I originally thought it was going to be. And so I found a great company in Houston that could support me while I try to reinvest all the kind of profit from my Tennessee business back into the business, since I'm not there and it's not as efficient as it used to be, by taking this job in Houston. But now, of course, this job in Houston is taken away from the time that I could dedicate to my Tennessee business. So I'm in between a rock and a hard place, trying to figure out, do I give up my wife's great salary as a petroleum engineer for an oil company and my salary and opportunity potential here and go back to move us to Tennessee and focus on my business that, got me off the ground and made my first money, or do I continue limping it like I have been and get better systems in place and kind of run it from afar while I take this opportunity in Houston and run with it? That's where I'm really stuck and looking for some advice from somebody a lot more experienced than me.
When I'm looking at that kind of a thing, one way that helps me with my decision-making paradigm is to reverse engineer it. And so let's do that. Let's pretend that you lived in Houston, Texas, and had the job that you have, and you're married to this beautiful woman who makes a lot of money as a petroleum engineer, and you did not own an electrical contracting firm in Tennessee.
Okay.
Under what circumstances would you go open one in Tennessee? None?
None.
So sell it.
I don't know how to get what it's worth I don't know how to really sell something that doesn't really, it's been running without me for the past.
Does it make a profit?
Yes.
Sell it to a competitor.
Okay.
How many trucks have you got?
2.
All right. So you have trucks and tools.
2 and a service vehicle.
You have trucks and tools, service contracts, and some profit associated with those things. Someone would like to absorb that, and they'll give you.
Unfortunately, I don't have any contracts.
Okay, so you do residential service or brand new installs?
No brand new installs. We do residential service, remodels, service calls, and we put a lot of leads out there, and we're trying to get more into commercial service, but currently commercial service is only about 5% of our company.
Yeah. And, I live in that market, and you and I know that there's 75 other companies doing what you do.
Yeah.
So if I were in your shoes, I'd sell it.
And just focus on, because I want to be an entrepreneur, but I can't be an entrepreneur and really dedicate my all to my Tennessee business. You can be an
entrepreneur in Houston, but you can't be an entrepreneur in
exactly.
Tennessee because you're married to a woman that lives in Houston.
Yeah, and we just had our newborn. That was the big reason I had to hurry up. Get my butt here.
Daniel, you're in Houston. So whatever you do, you're going to do it in Houston.
Yeah.
For now. I mean, someday y'all may move, but right now, for the next 5 years, you're in Houston.
Yeah.
You're not in Tennessee. And so if I woke up in your shoes, I think you're going to have this tremendous, I mean, you don't have to get a lot of money, but whatever money you get from this, just put it in a bank and, think about start doing some side hustles that are not in competition with your existing employer. And, or y'all build up a big pile of cash and you quit that employer and start your own gig in Houston.
And
Or load the trucks and the tools up and bring them to Houston and quit now and start now in Houston.
That's what I considered.
But I would not continue to run something in Tennessee that is a part of your past. It's like you're trying to go swimming with an anchor tied around your ankle.
Yeah.
It's no fun.
No, it's not, and it's
and it doesn't, and it's not working well. You're not good at it.
No.
It's a very difficult, because nobody would be. It's not that you're inept. You're fine. But I think you're a new dad, new husband, and you got a good job. And if you just sat in that for 18 or 24 months, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Yeah, that's what I would think about. So good question, man. Good question. And congratulations. It sounds like you're doing a good analysis on this. But if I woke up in your shoes, I'd be done with that within 3 months. I'd find me a competitor that give me something for the trucks and for the accounts and the lead generation and the volume and the relationships I've got. Let them pay me something for all that. If they won't pay me enough, I'll load up the trucks and bring them to Houston and start thinking about opening something down there. But you don't need to be running something in Tennessee when you live in Texas because it's left over from your former life. Sometimes folks, that's how they end up with a rental property too out there. For the rest of you listening, you go, I have a rental house in Cincinnati, and I live in Des Moines. Why? Oh, I used to live there, and I couldn't sell it. So you became a landlord by default, not by strategy. And that's the same exact thing here. So sunk cost analysis is, if you hadn't done it, would you do it now? And if the answer is no, then undo it. Get rid of it. Sell the stupid rental house in Cincinnati. In this case, sell the electrical service contract in Tennessee. So cool. Very cool stuff.